Alright, shalom, shalom. It's your brother AHBAD from AHBAD, Jimmy Pittsburgh, Florida. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Hakadash, that belongs to my elder apostles, the great millstone who rule well. Seek honor, salutation to all you sincere brothers. This constant Christian world, true to sincerity in the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessings also be to all the sincere men, women, and children that consist of the 1/3. And peace and blessings also be to all the confusion faces also as well. Shalom, peace and blessings be unto you all. Looking at this article. This article comes from Business Insider, alright? Now, Business Insider pretty much deals with the money, finances, the economy, stock, things of that nature. But they're speaking about war in this article, and it's beautiful. This article was actually published March 15, 2019, and it says the U.S. and China are gearing up for a missile fight, and the U.S. is at a huge disadvantage. And when you're reading the Bible, you have to understand that America goes by many aliases: Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah, Assyria, Babylon, the virgin daughter of Babylon, Chaldea, so the unwalled city, so many different names. But America is where Esau, Edom, Basra is. All right, because wherever you are doesn't determine who you are, because you are always a people before you became a place. The place is what it is because of the inhabitants thereof. All right, but nonetheless, though, let's get into this article a little bit. Let me get to the point. Oh, actually, let me start right here. Bring a little bit out from here. So the U.S. is doomed to lose an increasingly hot missile race in Asia and the Pacific because of severe geographic, political, and military disadvantages against China. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit. I want to pull out the key points of this article. It says, China has suggested sinking carriers and threatened to let the missiles fly after the U.S. checked its unilateral claims to ownership of the South China Sea. And that goes back to Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5, where it says he neither keepeth at home. All right, his desire is to enlarge hell, and that's talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, he is like a vagabond. He goes here and there. He's in everyone else's backyard. He's pointing the finger at everyone else. He's trying to dictate everyone else. He's trying to be the hammer of the whole earth, all right? Now it says, now unbound by the treaty, the U.S. can, in theory, counter China's intermediate range missiles with missiles of its own. But the reality is that China holds several seemingly insurmountable advantages in this specific missile fight. All right, now I'm just gonna a little bit. Scream a little bit. China has a big mountainous country full of mobile missile launchers. It can drive, park, and shoot anywhere. The U.S. has a network of mainland and island allies it could base missiles with, but that will require an ally's consent. Simply put, the U.S. hasn't even explored this option, and I believe that option will not be available, man, because they're not dealing with America like that. All right, I mean, you want their political ties, you want the political and economic ties of the country surrounding China to decline or to deteriorate because you have a problem with China. That's not going to happen. Listen to this. It says the U.S. could place missiles in Japan, but Japan hates the U.S. military presence there and would face economic punishment from China. The same is true of South Korea, Australia, the Philippines, and Taiwan. So these other countries, man, they're not having it. See, in America, and another thing with America is that when they had that 1987 treaty with Russia, they basically wasn't really producing, quote unquote, wasn't producing mid-range, intermediate mid-range missiles. So China's already has to up and up on them. All right. So this is remember, Moab is China. This is Psalms 60:8. It says, Moab is my washpot over Edom while I cast out my shoe. Philistia, triumph thou because of me. And when they say Moab is my washpot, that means it's stirring things up. In other words, it's Moab's gonna be the one to clean, to basically to how should I put it? To disinfect the world from Esau Edom. Because in other words, this is the beginning. This is the start of it. Because China has already been doing. I think China was a part of. No, China is a republic of its own. So China and Russia, they've been allies for some time, and now that China is going in this trade war with America, those tariffs they've been causing over $4.4 billion worth of losses here in America monthly. All right, so China is really the one that's really getting this thing started, especially with the economy, and Russia also by dumping the U.S. Reserve natural the U.S. What's the word? Bonds, the water spirit. They've been dropping the U.S. Treasury bonds. All right, so Moab really getting this thing started. And see, like I said, with China and all those other countries, they don't want America there. And not China. China, because that dispute is between China. I believe it's Japan or Taiwan. One of them countries. One of them small countries. Same thing that happened with Crimea and Russia. Who do you see there on the opposing end of Russia and China? United States of America. But you have nothing to do with those lands. You have nothing to do with those areas. You can go in those areas because those waters, because it's international waters. But for you to get involved in their dispute is ludicrous. Like, why would you do that? That's Esau Edom for you, man. All right, now going into Isaiah chapter 14. Listen to this. 14 verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? It's talking about America. Because when you say Lucifer, people think of a mythical being. No, the word Lucifer basically means the light bearer. And light is knowledge. Understand? All knowledge comes from the Heavenly Father, where it's the left hand and right hand side. So the light bearer, the light of the world, those who have become wiser than Daniel 9 and 12, they are Lucifer, and they are the ones that's falling down. All right. In other words, the people who call themselves the Illuminati, right? The international bankers, the Jewish bankers. Think about the word Illuminati, illuminating. Luminaire is also a term they use, which depicts a light bulb, a luminary, all right, or a light that's hanging from the ceiling. I'm trying to use the proper term. Yeah, Uncle, I went to school to be an electrician, so I know that word luminary, illuminate, the light bearer. So they're talking about Esau Edom, who has the light over all the earth. Okay, verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Okay. Hey, that's talking about Esau Edom, man. The North America and the sides of the north and the congregation. All right. And I also say you would ascend yourself up into heaven. That goes back to Sputnik. All right, that goes back to the first satellite that's been put out there. And it goes back to the International Space Station. That's you, Esau Edom. All right, you ascend into the heaven. Verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. All right, and this is a prime example showing that America can't even compete with Russia, let alone here goes China. And you're not going to invade China because they have the world's largest army. They have the 1 million man army. All right, and every male has to register for the military. You're not going in there. All right. This is verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Because that's how they're looking at you right now. The other nations, because when you drop the big boy, fat boy and little boy, if I'm not mistaken, on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, you had the world shook. And you was weakening the nations by doing what? By pimping them, by taking their money, the economic resources, man. Taking everything from them. You pimp Saudi Arabia here. You can use your gold to sell your oil. Boom. Now, as a matter of fact, we done with the gold standard. Now we're gonna keep all your gold. Real talk, man. All right. That time is coming. This is Jeremiah. I'm going to close out with this one. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 23. And it says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And how is Babylon going to become a desolation? It's going to be obliterated by those thermonuclear warheads. That hot wind, that fire is going to destroy America. And the hammer goes back to an instrument that you would use for power, for force. You know, like Thor's hammer. Or also, I would like to say, the gavel. Because you will use the gavel as a hammer to bang on the wood as a judge in a court. And America always tries to judge all the nations, to dictate and to be the police of the whole earth. But look, you becoming weak now. You being broken. I have laid a snare for thee, a snare as a trap, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Whew, the Lord said you wasn't even aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahawah. It said, the Lord said, you have striven against the Lord. You have been found and also caught. What happened to Cain? When Cain got that curse put upon him, Cain said, whoever see me shall slay me. And the Lord said, whoever slay you, their blood shall be they shall be slain as well, because he had that curse of leprosy. So he was a vagabond. He was on the run, a fugitive on the run. And the Lord said, what? Thou art found and also caught. And caught what? Red-handed. Why do they always say you've been caught red-handed? Well, you have the red Hebrew Edomite man who always has his hands in something. So guess what? You've been caught with your red hands in the cookie jar, Esau. Verse 25, the Lord, YAHAWASHI, hath opened his armory. You see that missile? And have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. Wow. For this is the work of the Lord God of hosts in the land of Chaldeans, man. In the land of America. All right? Which is spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah and the mystery whore Babylon. All right? Nonetheless, though, man, I pray you edify with this video. Call loyal like YAHAWASHI, Bashir Hakadash, the monster, my elder apostles, sing other sorry sisters and brothers. Peace and blessings to the one third. Peace and blessings to the confusion facing the four corners of the earth. Like I always say, man, ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. Kwame Asha Allah Mafla Babal. Shalom.